Mommy, can we have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? Oh, honey, we have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at home. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 at home. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Gal Gadot turned down a supporting role in the Barbie movie for this. I'm pretty sure. Why? I don't know. Yeah. Alright, do the thing. Fuck you! Yep. We're doing this. Sorry. Fuck. He's not a shadow. He's like Peter Pan. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Angry Grant Show. Fuck! Remember when movies were movies? Like, actually, there was art behind them, and it wasn't just, like, shitting out, just, like, a perfect Sunday of AI-generated bullshit. I miss those days. Anyway, that being said, hi, everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Do I even need to review this? No, really. This is one of those cases where I'm like, do I need to review this movie? It sucks. It's bad. Don't watch it. Anyway, whatever. So, Heart of Stone, boy, is that a fitting title, is directed by Tom Harper, who none of his work has been great. It is co-written by Greg Rucka, whose work has been great. He wrote the graphic novel and the movie adaptation of said graphic novel, The Old Guard, both of which I really like. The comic book and the movie. In fact, I think the movie was on my best of list in 2020. Yeah, it was. I love The Old Guard. That's how you do one of these Netflix action movies well, with a soul to it. So Heart of Stone, what's the plot of Heart of Stone? Well, Gal Gadot plays Agent Rachel Stone, and she seemingly is part of MI6, but she's actually part of a group called the Charter, which is above MI6 and is trying to protect this thing called the Heart, which is a doohickey that can control, an AI doohickey MacGuffin that can control the fate of governments and worlds, and the shooty, spy, generic banter, the end. Fuck the plot. Look, this movie it's bad. Let's look at, instead of doing a formal review, I feel, of Heart of Stone, because here's the thing, if it's not going to try to be a movie, I'm not going to try to review it like a movie, because it's not really a movie. It's content. This movie has no heart to it. It has, despite the title, it has no, and then that's all to be this AI generated and such a waste of resources, and then to sit there and say, you can't control this, like, we need to have real human thought put into this. It's like, oh, well, tell the screenwriters. Holy shit. This movie is terrible. It is a waste of time. It looks okay, I guess. They clearly spent money on it. Hey, what's up, Drew? View with Drew right on cue. How's it going, buddy? And they clearly spent money on it, but here's the thing. For those who don't know, there's a strike going on right now, and this movie felt all the more insulting when you consider the fact that they wasted so much money on this movie that they could have paid their workers, like at Netflix. Really, Netflix? Are you kidding me? Honestly, if this wasn't made by Skydance, the same production company that made Mission Impossible, they would be able to sue. Because it's the same movie, but bad. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is how you do this movie not only well, but really well. Because yes, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, its dialogue wasn't necessarily the greatest in the world, and yes, it was a plot right out of a Saturday morning cartoon. But the point of the matter is that it worked. The characters were likable, there was emotional stakes to it, the action was really, really fucking good. Heart of Stone, the action is kind of chopped together and poor. The guy who made this clearly is not an action director. His most well-known movie at this point was Women in Black 2. The guy doesn't know how to shoot these kinds of things. So, it's just kind of, it's a lot of CGI vomit. It's like blimps exploding, and they clearly put a lot of money into it. The cast in this is way too good for this movie. Gal Gadot, who also produced this movie, believe it or not, I think she is a genuinely talented actress. I don't know what she's doing here. And I also think she can be a really good action heroine. I don't know what she's doing here. Jamie Dornan has a look at who plays. Spoiler alert! This is a spoiler review. Turns out he's a secret villain who seems like a love interest, but turns out to be a villain. Didn't see that coming. And then I literally predicted there's a moment where he says, "I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this." And I said out loud, "Agent Stone, it's nothing personal. It's not personal." Literally, the next line out of his mouth was, "It's not personal, Stone." Literally, that was the next line he said. Is that on the nose and generic? Jamie Dornan walks this is a really, despite 50 Shades of Grey notwithstanding, is a terrific actor. Look at two of the movies that were on my best of list in 2021, both of which had him featured prominently: Bard and Stargate of Islamar and Belfast. The guy's a talented guy. He has a look on his face that says, like, this movie's paycheck is going to pay for a lot of the little indie movies I'd rather be doing. Because holy crap, he walks through this movie like, I am taking a paycheck, check. Where's my goddamn check? Like, literally, that's his whole thing. Ali Abad, who's one of the finest actresses in Bollywood right now, who is in Brahmastra and Triple R, not only a good actress, who also can really kick ass, is wasted here. She does what she can. Oh, everybody in this movie does what they can. It's not, I don't think, the actor's fault, because they're all talented people. You know, Ali Abad's like, Triple R 2, when is it happening? When is it happening? Brahmastra Part 2. And you also got people like Sophie Okonedo and Archie Mdekwi, who's really good in a better sort of more corporatized, product movie, but it was better, which was Gran Turismo, which is having sneak previews this weekend before its wide rollout. Matthias Schweighofer, really good in Army of the Dead, really good in Army of Thieves, really good in his one scene in Oppenheimer, and he's wasted here. And then you got cameos from Glenn Close and BD Wong. It's like, why? Is it because Gal Gadot was one of the producers? Why are all these talented people involved in this shat-out movie? It's not good. It's really, really, really generic. It's really, really... Even the plot, it's kind of like... It's unnecessarily convoluted and simplistic at the same time. It's terrible. And it also runs 2 hours 10. It's way too fucking long. And it drags itself out, and then it sequel baits. Because of course it does. Look, the action run lately of Netflix has been hit or miss. There have been very few hits. I have not seen the Extraction movies. I hear they're good. I have not seen 1 or 2. That's why there wasn't a review for number 2, because I still haven't seen number 1 yet. But I hear they're very good. Actually, I make the joke. I watched about 5 minutes on silent on a plane over the shoulder of a guy of the second one. But yeah, the Old Guard, really good. Was this Netflix? I think it was Netflix. Ghosted. I mean, it was fine. I didn't hate it as much as some people did. The Gray Man I actually kind of liked. I know that was one that was sort of... It is a similar type of product to this, but I had a good time. I think the Old Guard, for me, of the ones I've seen, is kind of the high watermark for the modern Netflix action movie. Because it had a real story to it. I mean, beyond the fact that it's packaged like a generic superhero action movie, it was the real deal. It had characters that really had development. It had thoughtful meditations on immortality and stuff like that. This movie is just shooty, splody, with no heart, with no sense of humor, with no anything. It just feels so shat out. There's no human touch here. There's no art here. Mission Impossible, say what you will, it's a product, but it's a product with some semblance of art, at least in its action sequences. It's well directed. It's well put together. It has an effective tension building. This movie's just bad. This movie has none of that, and it rips it off, and it's terrible, and I hated it. And do we need to go any further? Can we just say goodbye to this? Heart of Stone gets one of these. Yeah, you see it. 0 stars, middle finger of kindness. Fuck Heart of Stone. I keep almost saying Hands of Stone, the actually good boxing movie with De Niro and Ana de Armas. I keep accidentally saying that title. Heart of Stone. It's so generic. Heart of Stone, terrible. Fuck this movie. So, yeah, that's it. Trailer Trash 9 watched on Netflix. Was a Charmin? No, there was not. Alright. That's it. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully these movies will be better. Here they're actually doing pretty well critically. At least one of them is. Tomorrow we'll have reviews of Love and Taipei and Red, White, and Royal Blue. Sunday we'll have a retro review of what I can say for certain is a great movie. It's the 50th anniversary re-release of Enter the Dragon, the Bruce Lee classic. So we'll have a review of that. Next week we are going to have reviews of Blue Beetle, Strays. I think Landscape with Invisible Hand is going wide. If not, we'll get to that eventually. Also, I think we have Back on the Strip, which also looks really bad. I'll review that. And then also next week, I might go out of the way to see it, but I'm going to see it sometime next week. They're remastering and re-releasing Old Boy, the original Korean Old Boy. So I'm going to try to see that and review it. Because I've seen it. I mean, I've seen the movie, but I want to see it on the big screen and do a proper review. So yeah, that's all coming up. And then also we will get to Secret Invasion Season 1 very soon. That's coming up. And also the Barbie spoiler talk also is on the horizon at some point. So that's all coming up. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class Mr. 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me else reviews this and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raise Grant. You can find me on Facebook, Raising Popcorn with Grant, serialized, all one word, all lowercase. Instagram and Threads at Raising Popcorn with Grant. Check out my podcast, Raising Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Heart of Stone? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.